Girl power. That's what we're talking about.
Girl power. A new film called Jigra. We have a trailer for it, and this movie stars Alia Bhatt, who is just a huge star, huge Hindi star.
Huge Hindi star. Bring me Alia Bhatt. Everybody who likes SRK would know what I'm doing right there.
Yeah. Also, Vedang, Raina's in it, and it's coming out October 11th. And Jigra translates into English into the word courage. So obviously she or somebody displays a lot of courage in this film.
I did a review of the teaser, so you guys can check that out. But I didn't know you couldn't really tell too much about what the storyline is exactly. Something about her trying to help her brother who's been arrested for something. But I'm hoping that we'll get more clarity on the plot line when you see this.
Okay. Kind of an action thriller. So let's check out the trailer for Jigra.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
अंकुर तूने कुछ किया कुछ टच किया कुछ खाया तेरे फोन से कोई कॉल्स कभी ने कोई कॉल्स किए तेरे फोन से नहीं ब्लड सैंपल लिया तो क्लीन आएगा ना तू डर मत कुछ नहीं होगा
What did he say? What did he say?
Oh.
What if कोई मेडिकल इमरजेंसी हो अगर मैं अपना नस काटूं तो क्या वो अंकुर को मुझसे मिलने देंगे
पागलों जैसे बात मत करो Give me that.
Don't be crazy.
मैं ड्रामेटिक नहीं बन रही Okay, just tell me the rules. Can an inmate meet a family member in a life and death situation? It's very simple.
थ्योरी और प्रैक्टिकल में फर्क होता है सत्या तू सेट है
Oh.
Jeez.
That was a good shot.
Could I get you something?
Everything.
That's a
May I
nice
get you the
plan.
menu?
Yeah. Raining. Get out of here. Oh. With her hammer. Oh. Wow. Oh shit. Oh. Shit.
Wow. Torture.
कोई परेशान तो नहीं कर रहा ना अंदर
कोई क्या परेशान करेगा मुझे आप जो मेरी दीदी हो हजारों में एक
She's always been his protector. Oh, that's a cool shot.
पर मैंने कभी नहीं कहा मैं सही इंसान हूँ मैं सिर्फ अंकुर की बहन हूँ
All right. That kind of got me a little bit. I got a little teary there for a second.
You get a little reclamped?
I was a bit clumped, whatever that means. I just love Alia Bhatt. I think she's such a unique actress. Like she's got vulnerability, but then she also looks like she can take care of her shit, and I love that. What I love in this thing is she seems very determined, but she doesn't seem like an expert like superhero. Like they're kind of making her action, but she looks like she's not good at it. Exactly. Like she's sort of, getting knocked around, and it's never this like the superhero thing where she's leaping through the air. I mean, even when she's running that beautiful shot where she's running down the rooftop, and I love how the smoke or stuff coming off of her and she's running. And I like that she's got her hammer in her backpack. It does not look like action hero,
It seems to me to have the elements of what people react to in
like revenge fantasies, where I think a lot of people feel like we go through experiences in our life, maybe not to this extreme, of course, hopefully. We go through unfairness, and we see unfairness out there in the world, and we see, you know, the little guy getting attacked. We see the weak person being stepped on by the powerful person. We see the person with more money abusing and exploiting the person with less money. And we see that happening. And I think that's basically, in my opinion, I think that's the origin of the superhero idea. Right. It goes back to like the Epic of Gilgamesh and every ancient sacred text that has a powerful, supernaturally powerful character at the, you know, gods are that, you know. Right. And so when you distill that down to the modern days, and you have stories, the idea of a revenge, or and in this case, it's revenge crossed with a rescue, you know. I've got to go get this person, I got to get my brother, and I've got to save this person. And you feel that way sometimes when you see it. You're like, God, I wish I had some kind of power and I could go in there and get this person and save this person, or help them, or make it right, you know. And I think that's what these kind of movies address, is that feeling in all of us that we don't have the power sometimes to fight against the power.
It's a tried and true action, you know, trope that really works. Like, it's like, I'm going to rescue my daughter, like all those Liam Neeson films. You know, they're popular. Taken 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, up to 12. It's like, I got to go rescue. And this is kind of interesting because it's, you know, the older sister going after the younger brother, which I like. And I think she sort of carries, she has, even though she's obviously kind of slight in build, she has a gravitas to her, and she's like a good actress, a good actor. Yeah. It's appealing. And my question, this is more just like, it's just a comment, like when female, you know, driven action pictures happen, there's an extra element to it, which I think really, it's just something different and better in some ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, it adds a little more to it.
Because you can't rely on like just physical strength, or, you know, the sort of masculine heroics. Like, you know, that wouldn't really be super believable. So you have to bring a little extra, a little more savvy, a little more, you know, craftiness, and also just in a way making people believe, yes, women can be strong, which they can be, and they can do this. And it's still, I feel like we're still in an uphill battle of trying to convince people that women are strong and capable.
I agree with that.
That's why I like to see movies like this, because also she is still, she looked like she was always in that role of the sister taking care of her little brother who was always in trouble. Right. And now it looks like from this, it looks like he probably went to another country or something and get to where drugs are like a death sentence. So now she has to go in and try and break him out of jail. It seems like it's kind of a jailbreak situation. We have her, looks like she's like, hits up a guy who's like, train me. I need to be strong. I need to be an action hero. Oh, she's terrible. You know, she's like, of course. But at the same time, it's like, she's going to do it because she has to do it. It's determination. So it's not just brute strength. It's like more than that. So I like the idea it's based on love and loyalty and just her
family.
Like, being strong and smart. And, you know, it's just, and it looks like she's sort of like, what do I do? Like, it's not this like, I'm going to go take care of it. It's like, I got to figure this out. You know, I think it looks really, really fascinating.
Well, it's like I was saying, and like you just said, the idea of a woman being in this role, you know, you would normally see Liam Neeson or, you know, some, you know, guy, like a big tough guy, and he would go in there and save the woman, you know, rescue the prisoners or what, you know, like some, I don't know, wartime movie where that's a break-in, like Big Escape or whatever, The Great Escape. But in this case, it's like a woman that a lot of people might not expect that from a female character. But the interesting thing is this whole idea of a rescue, revenge, protector, savior, rescuer kind of character being a woman. I think it's going to appeal in a big way to a lot of women watching this.
I hope it attracts the male audience too, though. Sometimes they don't show up for that.
Will.
I know, but I will say it's just very rare. Even if you go back to Terminator 2, Linda Hamilton, badass, but has Schwarzenegger in the second film, or Michael Biehn in the first film. You know,
there's always a male sidekick,
right?
Well, and also it doesn't hurt that her brother's played by Vedang Raina, who was in the Archies. You guys probably remember him from the Archies. He was in that, so it's kind of funny. This is only like I think his second movie or something. So he's, you know, he looks adorable enough. He looks like he's the pampered, young, good-looking kid. And all of a sudden, he's like, "Wait, what?" Like he's always been able to get away with that.
That scene
it's like, wait, what?
What did he say?
God.
Yeah.
And that is what we call, sometimes we review films we call travel horror.
Travel horror.
That's one of the most terrifying things if you travel. And I've been to a lot of countries where you kind of, in parts of the world where you kind of have to be told, okay, don't do that, because, and I'm like, oh crap, I might have accidentally done that.
Like, oh no, am I going to be executed? And so we have a few things. We have the woman showing up to rescue him. We have a prison break, and we have a ticking clock. We have 3 weeks.
Right.
So we have a few things, and then we have she's got to get in shape and get ready in her Converse to run and attack him in her cute Converse, which I love the wardrobe. In fact, speaking of the wardrobe, let's take a look here. So we have her big action sequence is her looking like, huh? Which I love. She's got her little Converse on. She got like a hammer and like some other pretty lethal looking.
What is that? Like some sort of little like a handsaw or something? I can't tell what
it
that
looks
is.
almost like it.
Hooks or something, like some way to,
yes, it does look grappling
like
hook.
fire.
Right.
It looks like it's a grenade launcher that's got a grappling hook on there that you can launch, that she can launch up to the top of a building and then climb up.
I like her hair is kind of messy and her shirt's kind of wrinkly and baggy. Like it's such a great like, can I do this poster?
It's a look on her. It's a look on her face. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, oh boy, look what's coming.
Perfect. So I really like that, but I'm really interested in seeing this. I think this will be kind of unique.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks like a fun combination. It looks like a cross between the two. I always say that with the Indian films that we review, there's two different kinds, and there's the gritty realism kind, and then there's this over the top kind of fantasy kind.
Yeah.
And I think this seems like a combination of the two. I don't imagine this is going to have a musical number in it though, because it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would have one of those joyous moments in the middle of it.
No, it doesn't.
But it might have a montage with the song, like when
at the end,
training in the jungle or something.
To it. Those two kind of things where where you do get that, that superhuman fantasy element to it, where she's, able to do things that people would probably not really be able to do, and she does it,
if they can sort of plug into that world of Die Hard, where John McClane was like a regular guy but doing superheroes, if they tap into that, that's a really rich vein of action, so maybe they're going for that.
There has to be crawling through the duck scene where she's crawling through the ducks. Air ducks.
That's a great combination, a great callback to that idea, because Bruce Willis was such an everyman, when he was doing those movies. That part of his career, he was like, you just like him and you feel for him, and he took his shoes off and there's broken glass and you're like, oh, and it's that kind of a movie. That's what I think this movie looks like.
I hope so. That
yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Come out to the coast, have a few drinks, have a few
it'll be fun. Oh my God, it looks really good though. All right.
And she'll probably have
October
some of
11th.
those great scenes in there where the bad guys get their comeuppance.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
it's so good. October 11th.
Yes, Jigra. Okay, thanks everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.